The semicolon is a pause in a sentence, not the end of one. And these days, people are getting it tattooed on their bodies as a way to support those dealing with mental illness or a loss from suicide. News 4's Luke Moretti shows us how this skin-deep movement has caught on here in the Buffalo area.
Suicide affects people of all ages.
My cousin Scott, 3 years ago, took his own life.
And that impacted Mark Levy in a big way. The tattooer felt he needed to do something, a way to turn darkness into light.
You're not alone in your fight against suicide or depression or domestic violence.
He pitched the idea of holding a semicolon tattoo event where he works, cowpoke, piercing, and tattoo gallery. The semicolon is used when a writer chooses not to end a sentence. In the case of the tattoo, it represents a continuation of life.
So I feel like the holidays are a time where depression and stuff like that really seem to kick in for a lot of people. So it's another reason why we try to hold it right before the holidays.
Now in its third year, the event has taken on a life of its own. As many as 600 to 700 people lined up for the semicolon tattoo at Cowpoke's 2 Western New York locations. Among them, Anna Steinberg, getting her 3rd semicolon tattoo. An acknowledgement, she says, of her 3 suicide attempts.
It means I'm still here. These semicolons, they not only mean that I'm still here, but it also, I love the tattoos because it is a visible reminder of what I've been through.
Rachel KEANE is another who sat for the semicolon tattoo.
For me, I think it's just a really good reminder that, like, life goes on and things continue and things should continue.
She says there came a time when life didn't matter much, but then something happened.
I got hit by a car and that's how I got these scars, and I got a good one on my hip too. And I lived somehow and came out like very unscathed miraculously. Like, it really turned everything around and I kind of started getting back on track.
Rachel was among the hundreds of people who came with stories, an opportunity to talk and listen and know that they're not alone.
That's why we're doing this, you know what I mean? To show that even though you might not think you have somebody, you do.
Yeah.
Well, you know, strangers are willing to do it.
Yeah.
That's how important your life is that strangers would rather help you.
Suicide is the 10th leading cause of death for Americans. Many more people survive suicide attempts than die.
There's a community that cares.
And Crisis Services of Erie County is part of that community, operating a 24-hour crisis hotline. The semicolon tattoo event raised over $13,000 for the agency.
I think it's a real opportunity of empowerment for people to come together like this.
Jessica PIRRO is the CEO of Crisis Services. She says the event helps to reduce the stigma surrounding mental illness.
We all have different stories. We all have different tragedies or traumas or experiences. And I think having that power of the collective today that are coming together really helps to give people some strength.
Mark Levy knows firsthand how an idea can transform into something bigger than one person.
To me, that's empowering, to know that there's just people that you don't even know out there that are willing to listen and be there and be happy. And that's what this event is about, is spreading that community of people.
Luke Moretti, News 4.
Now, as Luke said, the holidays can be especially challenging for those suffering from a mental illness. If you need to talk to someone or you want to talk to someone, Crisis Services is staffed 24 hours a day. They have a hotline. Call now. Someone wants to hear your story. This is the number, 716-834-3131. I've also shared that number on my social media pages.